I'm more afraid of our own mistakes than of our enemies' designs. Welcome. This is another Zero to Anti-Hero farming series. Final Fantasy FFXV, A New Empire. Right back at it. So today, we are going to be covering what research you should be focusing on. There are tons of different things you can research here at the university. This is my suggestion. Ignore economics. Don't even bother. You don't need any of that. Your economy is going to be beating up on the little guy and taking all his resources. So to do that, you'll need a better army, combat section. Now, in my opinion, the first thing, if you don't have it, level 2 units are important. You're going to need level 2 siege, level 2 warrior, level 2 mage, level 2 cavalry. Those have to be your initial focus. And if you have that, then you can move on to other things. But for me, I started this account yesterday. I got the $5 pack, and I've just been grinding it out, farming monsters ever since. And I was able to get level 2 in a day. But what I did to do that is I upgraded my citadel to level 10, and I only built the buildings I needed to do that. So every building I needed to do that, boom, I did it. I upgraded my university to 10, because at 10 is when you can research, I think it was 10, is when you can research level 2. Oh, I can't go back and look, but I think it was 10. Whatever minimum building university you need, get it, and do everything you can to get siege level 2. That should be your only focus. Try to get that out before your barrier disappears. But even if it has, don't worry, just that should be your focus if you don't have it. After that, after you have all your level 2 combat, I would start working on your hero and try to get monster tactics too. So to do that, you just need to level up the branches before then, and I'll start doing that only after I get all my level 2 units. So I'm a little ways away, but I'm a little closer to taking down some of these people around me. I've trained up some level 2 siege units, and level 2 units own level 1 units. So you have to get that upgrade. The sooner the better. Don't waste any of your resources on resource vault. There it is. You know, don't worry about all these other buildings if you don't need to worry about them yet. And one thing I did do, the only deviation from what I've told you so far, is I built a bunch of farms. As you can see, it just level 3 farms. They're cheap, didn't have to invest too much, and I'm still losing food faster than I'm getting it. But that's alright. I have, with that $5 pack, I've got enough food to last a week or so. So no problem. One thing you're going to want to check out is if you don't have this, it's going to be important, because you're going to want to build up an army fast, because that's how you're going to make money. One thing you might want to do is craft some of these rings, because it'll increase your food production by at least 50%. More if you have better crafting material. So between those two, I'm producing double the amount of food I would. So it's more manageable. Yeah, so focus on combat troops, and after that, focus on hero monster tactics. And with those two, you'll be set. Your army is your defense in this case. So that is why I don't recommend upgrading any of these for a while, because they're kind of expensive, and I'd prefer the utility of an army, because you can send it to battle. After I don't know, 40,000 troops, then maybe it's worth working into some of these. That's 40,000 level 2. I wouldn't even worry about it until then. Another reason I'm mentioning this is because you can micromanage your units. If you build traps and somebody attacks you, your traps are probably going to be destroyed anyway. So, but with an army, if somebody attacks you and you see it coming, you'll get a warning on your screen. It'll flash red around the border, and you can send your troops to occupy different locations so you don't lose any of them. Just let them hit your building. You don't lose anything. You're fine, right? Like, that's the way to do it. And with that, a suggestion, if that's your strategy for defense, is just let them attack you, but get your army out in time. You're going to want to try to spend your resources as much as possible, as quickly as possible. Don't let them accumulate too much until you're saving up for that next investment, that next research program, or that next building. So that's the research strategy: combat and hero. And yeah, I think that just about covers it. Happy farming. Peace out. Drone B.